You've made it here. I'm glad to see you're feeling better. Now, we can finally have a proper conversation. Did you come all this way for me? Or are you in search of the secret slumbering in the deep? Such greed. Rest assured, I'm here to unravel the secrets with you, as I promised.
What exactly are the sea apples and the jelly roses in the garden used for?
The crimson sea apple, also called the alluring reaper, is a dangerous plant. A single bite can lead to paralysis, suffocation, or the excruciating pain of a burnt throat and torn organs, ultimately bringing its victim an agonizing death. As for the jelly roses, their blooms will transform into jelly rose medusae. These little ones can produce a neurotoxin that induces intense hallucinations, and in extreme cases, causes the body to seize and twist in a violent, uncontrollable dance of death. The two lethal plants have been meticulously nurtured by generations of the Phasalia family, flourishing within the gardens of Portoveno Castle for centuries.
So my guess was correct. The red apple in the second riddle refers to the sea apple, and the round hat in the last riddle points to the jelly rose medusa. As for the first riddle, Siren's Song, the crown atop the mountain and the waterfall that cascaded into the depths below clearly points here. A crown-like castle that sits atop a jagged cliff with a waterfall rushing down. It seems the girls in the riddle were lured into the Portovino castle. The strange frequencies coming from the music box probably reflect the suffering of the ghost girls who were poisoned and tortured in the castle. But why? Why would the Phasalia family do this? I don't believe you'd engage in such senseless cruelty or take pleasure in others' suffering. There should be a reason behind this. Wait. There's one Phasalia tradition that might explain it. The Divine Trials. It's a ritual to select a maiden of extraordinary willpower, a Phasalia who can withstand the Thenodian's whispers. I assume such extreme methods were needed for the trials.
Well, I never imagined you'd solve the mystery so quickly. You never cease to amaze me. The truth behind the Ghost Girl riddle is none other than the grim secret of the Divine Trials. The blood and tears shed in these trials throughout the years have seeped into this castle and concocted what we now call the Sea of Ghosts. There, past and future intertwine, and Phasalia's ancient secrets cling to the cracks of time like grotesque scabs. With you by my side, I would relive that trauma and unfold the layers of forsaken time for a closer look. And if you find these scabs have somehow crept onto my very flesh and feel the need to cut them away, I'll place my full trust in you and leave it in your hands. Absolutely. Remember my promise. Whether it's elixir or poison, I'm ready to explore it with you. I, Cantaralla Phasalia, value every promise I made to you, and vow to see them through. Now, the answers we seek lie in the depths of fierce undercurrents. Will you join me and dive into the deep sea? I knew you'd say that. Your wisdom, courage, and kindness, no matter how deep the waters, always shine through. Once we enter the sea, I'll be right by your side, tightly. No poisonous creature shall harm you, for you are the one I've chosen. Excellent. Together we dive into the Sea of Ghosts.
Is this still Portovino Castle? But something feels off.
Yes and no. The past has spilled into the present here. The overflowing frequencies have enveloped the entire castle, forming this sonoro. The Sea of Ghosts. The voices of the ghosts rise faintly from the depths, like the soft pop of a bursting bubble. Listen closely to these whispers of the past. Piece together these fragile clues, and the answers will emerge on their own. But do take caution. One wrong step in these murky depths, and we may be drawn into an endless abyss. With a bit of light, though, we can hold back the darkness. Though the black of the sea is overwhelming, I've managed to preserve the last ray of light. You see, light is something that darkness can never fully devour. As long as it flickers, it can guide us out. I, Cantaralla Thessalia, hereby grant you unrestricted passage through Portovino Castle. Let us explore and weave through the past and future together. We are now in a fragment of the past. You've done well. The past that emerges from the Sea of Ghosts is not entirely real. It only reveals what it chooses to show, which means we must uncover the hidden truth ourselves. Spirits bound in the cracks of time, wonder no more. Please set them free with the light. They've been trapped here for far too long. Feel the tide change.
Nowhere to hide.
Oh, this will be fun.
A potion that can grant any wish. Sounds familiar. The girls must have been lured here by such impossible promises. Cantaralla, since you were part of the trials yourself, why not just tell me the secret?
There. We are surrounded by twisted frequencies. It seems they're guiding us towards the truth of the divine trials. And that truth holds the key to solving the Ghost Girl mystery. During the trials, the ever-present abyss silently watched over us. I can feel that the sonorosphere has recreated, That same ominous gaze. If I were to reveal everything about the past all at once, this Sonoro could grow unstable, or even collapse, drowning us in its wake. To keep us safe, we must tread carefully and avoid taking reckless actions. So let's listen carefully to what the sea is trying to tell us. The divine trials stand as a hallowed tradition of the Phasalia family, a ritual that demands every family member to offer their daughters to face the ordeal. Yet tales of these perils have driven some to seek out young girls resembling their own and use them as substitutes. These girls' parents are often offered a generous sum of money or sweet promises as compensation. Behind this intricate web stands the late head of Phasalia. To him, the Phasalia daughters who had been replaced were nothing more than useless stones. The substitutes, however, he considered rough gems that could be polished into dazzling jewels through suffering. For him, regardless of blood, the maiden must be a Phasalia. To this end, no sacrifice was too great. Who will sink into the depths with me? Oh, this will be fun.
Be gone. Nowhere to hide. Complete overhaul. Conditions optimal.
Sleep in the whispers of silence. This book looks familiar. Just put it back on the right shelf, like how you did before. Well done. You never disappoint me. They say most... To avoid the watchful eyes, the girls formed secret pacts in whispers. Hum a special tune. Use the right color. Knock on the door 3 times every 2 seconds. In the cold, unfathomable sea, they clung to each other, seeking warmth and comfort. The little fish huddled close, unaware of who might vanish or what tomorrow would bring.
Leave it to me. One with the sounds.
Try not to blink. The Phasalia family years of exposure gradually build up our resistance. At first we suffered, but over time, few poisons could harm us. We are no longer merely the bearers of poison. We become the poison itself. Sweet dreams, girls. May you rest in peace.
None shall whisper. Variable elimination. Pierce through the stars. Reconfiguration. Reconfiguration.
Oh, this will be fun. Maybe try knocking 3 times, as the girls once did. Knock, knock, knock. It seems safe here. We can catch our breath amid the surging undercurrents. Even in the depths of the sea, there would be a place for resting, like the eye of a storm. Perhaps we should take a moment to explore this room. It seems like an ideal setting to gather our thoughts